a very important thing when you are trying to shift out of an old mindset and step into a new way of thinking and a new way of being, one thing that's not talked enough about is the fact that you're going to have waves of emotion come up. Okay? You're going to go through spouts. It's like you're riding a wave. Okay? And when you're in those low states, because they will come up, the more you look within and you start being like, okay, well, this is coming up for me. This is something that maybe you've worked on before. Like, for example, say, let's give an example here. Say there's like a certain behavior that you keep repeating, okay? Whatever it is, whether it's like an addiction or whatever, doesn't matter. There's something that's repeating for you that's not resonating with you anymore, but you're still stuck there. The easiest way to get into that is to dive into where it came from. Well, like what's going on internally within you. And when you do that, what you're going to find is it's going to bring up a whirlwind of emotion. Okay? You're going to either get spouts of rage, you're going to cry, get emotional, like super sad about it. Feel it. Feel those feelings, love. Allow yourself and your body to release this. Society, it teaches us that emotions for women that are emotional, they're deemed crazy. Men that are emotional are deemed weak. But you got to be able to be strong enough. It's neither one of those things. It's strength, love. It's strength. When you can actually get to a space within yourself where you can sit, reflect on things. Maybe there's ways that you do that. Some people utilize music. Some people utilize working out. Some people there's so many different things that you can use in order to get into that, to process. Okay? Some people just sit there and write. Doesn't really matter what your forte is in order to get into that deep place, but you got to be able to go there. You got to be able to dive deep within that emotional vulnerability in order to release it. And there's a lot of shame and guilt around that. And then you got to ask yourself, like, why are these things coming up? Why do I feel the shame? Why do I feel the guilt? Get into that center, okay? Understand that is there to surface so that you can let go of it. Yeah. Hi, kitty. And know that it's okay to feel that, because the only way you're going to be able to release it in order to shift into who you're becoming, who you're aligned to go to, like the direction of who you are, that the old has died, you're a new version of yourself. You gotta release those things. And again, it can be very painful, but don't allow yourself to stay stuck in that pain. Look at it, analyze it, see where it came from, give yourself the love that you need in order to release that. And know that who you were at that time, the things that happened to you during those situations that created that person that put up walls and needed certain things or acted certain ways, that wasn't your fault, okay? It wasn't your fault. Maybe some of the behaviors, yes, they were your fault. But you only knew from the lack of where you were, right? So you got to forgive yourself for that. Release it and know that, you know what, you've learned from it. Now you're going to do better. And that's going to break generational curses and chains off your bloodline, okay? You're changing that pattern so that it doesn't end up in your family anymore. And you got to be proud of yourself and understand that in itself is strength. And don't let anybody tell you any different, okay? So, I don't know who needed to hear this message, but much love.